Can we debate the point of 8th place trophy? So why do we get rewarded for being average? Why? I'll tell you a story. So when I was a kid, I used to train martial arts, and because I was always skinny, there was four of us in my category, and I lost the first match. But because there were four of us, I shared the third place with a guy, and I got a medal. My parents were super proud of me, so I was proud of myself as well. I was proud of the medal. I lost. I was the worst one, and I got a medal, and I was proud, and I shared it with my friends. Why? I feel like rewarding people just for participating is setting them up for failure because they're settling down, being the third place, the sixth place, the eighth place. And you might say, well, Timo, that's how they reward people for trying hard. It's not fair if one guy is slower by 1 second than the other one. That's how they market and everything else. I understand. But imagine this, when you exit the tournament and you go to real life. Imagine you're a business owner, you're an employer, you're gonna hire somebody now, and 10 of us send you the resume. Who you gonna hire? The second best? The sixth best? The 12th best? No, you gotta hire the number one person. So you know who is the fastest swimmer in the world, right? Michael Phelps. But do you know who's the second fastest swimmer in the world? No, you don't. Because the second fastest swimmer in the world doesn't have the legacy. How about the 8th fastest? Or 11th? None. They don't exist. When you type in something in Google, you click the first link, not the second. And may I dare to ask you, do you click on the second page or the third one? Hell no, let me tell you statistics. Only 10% of people click on the second link and less than 1% click on the second page. Fuck yeah, thank you marketing. Nobody cares about you if you're not the best. You don't believe me? When was the last time you went to a restaurant? Did you went to the 8th best restaurant in the city? Did you slept in 11th cleanest hotel? No, you went for the number one because you want the quality, you have the standard, and you want to be treated on the top level. So why do we consider even being average or good enough or sixth place? Why? Because only number one is what matters. Only top 1% when we count the whole world. Like, yeah, if you want to be a soccer player and make money by playing soccer, you have to be the best or one of the best. You cannot play in the 5th Serbian league. Nobody watched 5th Serbian league. Like, you have to be the best, one of the best. And to be that, you have to work hard. You have to work hard more than everybody else. Yes, talent's important. If you're not talented, you're not gonna win. So I don't care about people who are not talented. But if you are talented, and I know you are, and you chose the right path, the one where you're talented, but you're not putting in the work. You're playing the games, you're watching the movies. Why? Because you're like, well, I'm good enough to be the 11th best in my team. Nobody cares. Like, you're not gonna go to NBA. You're not even gonna go to 1st Serbian League because you're not putting in the work. Yes, you're better than me. I don't practice basketball, so that's not an accomplishment. So that's what you need to do. You have to put in the work. Do you know that Michael Phelps trains 2 times a day, at least 2 hours per training? How can you compete with a guy who works in one day more than you work out in 1 week. How? It's not possible. I don't care how big your arm or leg or lung capacity is, you're never gonna be better than him. And the question is, how can we motivate ourselves to work out more, to put in the work? Let me tell you 2 stories. Number one story happened today. So I was at my favorite gym, the Invictus gym. I was running on a treadmill, and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna run 2 kilometers and the speed is 8.0. That means that I'm gonna run the first kilometer in 7 minutes and 30 seconds. So yeah, that's mediocre. Like, I can run it under 5 minutes, but I'm like warming up after injury, and yeah, that's an excuse. But like, I'm getting it. I'm stepping out every single day. And then while I was doing my core workout, I saw a girl, like, she's having a struggle just to walk. So I don't know, is it a leg injury or she was born like that or something like that? Like, I'm not judging, I'm not laughing, I'm admiring her. She went on treadmill and she ran for more than 30 minutes. So imagine how I felt by saying, oh, I didn't go to gym because it was raining and I don't like to rain. And I'm looking at a girl, she cannot even walk and she's running. Why? Because she's putting in the work. She want to improve, she want to feel better. And the other story, maybe you cannot suffocate your excuses like that like I can. Try being more competitive. So me and my best friend Marcelin started running last summer. We wanted to prepare for a race, and we went tempo 5:30. It means first kilometer for 5 minutes 30 seconds. She didn't know that never have I ever ran a kilometer in under 60 minutes. Not even on my best day. Never. And after 20 minutes I was running out of breath, and she turned around, she's like, Timo, if you're too weak, if you're too slow to run in this speed, like, I'll slow down. And I was like, I don't want your pity, like, I don't want you to talk down to me. So I was like, you know what, speed up. So I started running faster, and every time I was catching up to her, I was like, go, like, who's slowing up now? And then she's also super competitive, so we started running faster and faster. And after 5 kilometers, our average speed was 5 minutes and 17 seconds for kilometer. You see, it's all in the brain. Like, I never thought that I could run it in under 60 minutes. Just the first one, the fastest one. And I ended up running 5 kilometers, 45 seconds faster on each kilometer. Like, that's amazing. And now, today, I was running at a gym, and I thought, 2 kilometers, 7:30, and then I saw my friend, and he's a little bit taller, a little bit fatter, like, hope he doesn't get offended by watching this video. And he's running speed like 11, and he already ran 3 or 4 kilometers. I'm like, but I wanna race, I wanna compete. Like, I already did 10 kilometers in under an hour, so I'm like, I know I can bring it, like. And I was like, fuck, this is just my world. So I just pressed like the button and I increased it to 8.6. That means I'm gonna run the kilometer in 7 minutes. And I ran 3 kilometers. Even though I plan to do like 30% less with a slower speed. That's all in the brain. And so I want you to be more competitive in whatever you do. Don't settle. Like, it's not even about sports, it's about the college or whatever. I know 2 or 3 years ago my brother got an 8. That's like good grade. And he canceled the exam. He's like, I don't want that to be written, I want a 10. And I was like, you're crazy, like, you already got good enough grade, you should just move on. And he's like, no. And now I realize I was the crazy one, because I was settling for 6s, 7s, maybe even 8. Like, I was settling for something that's not my potential. Like I know I can get 8s and 9s and maybe even 10 if I really put in the work. But I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna invest the minimal energy I need to finish the year. And I did. I invested the minimal energy. And the other time, I did not spend working or working out or whatever fulfills me. No, wasted on playing games, watching movies, videos, or whatever, cat video on YouTube. Like, I wasted the time. I'm like, I might as well put in the work and finish the stupid college, instead of wasting the time. Or if I say, okay, I'm gonna put in the minimal work over there, but then I'm gonna use the rest of the energy over here, either to work out or to work on my business or whatever. And I felt super competitive today. Like I was experimenting something, and I drank so I don't drink coffee, you all know that, and you all know that I worked multiple days in a row with only 2 hours of sleep every single night, and I'm doing it pure willpower. And I was like, you know what, I wanna create that feeling I have in USA, like that desire, the drive to just go and kill it. Like I was working between 16 and 21 hours 5 times a week, and I managed to work 3 times a week. Yes, I have a gym membership over there, and I managed to run and to go up and run. I participated in a race and I ran 10 kilometers under 1 hour, and I did all that by working 60 to 25 hours a day, by sleeping only 2 to 4 hours per night. I did all that because I have that motivation, I have that desire, like the animal instinct. I wanted to be the best. And I'm like, why I'm not having that too? Why I don't have it over here? And like, let me try to do something to figure out to have it over here. So I started experimenting with coffee, because like one of my brother says, he's like, I asked him like, why did you drink coffee? He's like, I just want that alertness in the morning when I wake up. I don't want to waste 2 hours, like getting out of bed. I'm like, you know what? I accept. Yesterday, I drank coffee. I had like 1 cup, and I'm like, I don't know why you're drinking this. Like, this is bullshit. Like 1 cup, not working out for me. So today I'm like, how about 2.5 times as much as I did yesterday? So I drank the coffee until the half. I'm like, okay, I don't want to go back to sleep. I finished the coffee. I was like texting, and at some point I was like, I started like exploding. So you know what? Like, this is how I like something changed in my mind. So this is how I explained it to my father. I was going in the second gear. You know what? Like, that's what you do. You go first gear, second gear. And you Americans, your automatic cars are not efficient. So first gear, second gear, and I finished my triple coffee, and I went like it. I went like not only fifth gear, but I turned on the turbo and the nitro and everything, and I could see my brain like working 6 different things at the same time. And I just got creative ideas, I got inspired, I got motivated, I got hungry, I got competitive, and I was like, dude, this is the best feeling ever. I wanted, like, not just for 2 hours. It only lasted for 2 hours. Yes, I stayed competitive the whole day, and probably for the rest of my life, because something clicked over here. But that, like, constant, I don't know how to explain it, like, probably my testosterone and adrenaline or whatever just skyrocketed, and I was like super excited because it's a new feeling, and I was like jumping all the time, and I was like I couldn't sit down. It was super, and I feel that if you and I were competing on things I care about. Like if you text me now, hey Timo, I sent sold 10 books today, and I'll be like, how dare you sell more than I? And I will literally go outside and knock on every person's door. I'll be like, I just need to sell few more to get to 11, so I win. And I feel that that competitiveness can get you the same result I got by getting the 2.5 times more coffee than an average person get. And probably tomorrow I'm gonna try for maybe 5 times. So hope my heart won't explode, but I just want to experiment. Like, I don't feel like I'm gonna start drinking coffee, but I want to understand like why do you drink coffee and how it works. And what I can tell right now is that you're not drinking coffee properly. Yes, like the guy who doesn't drink coffee is going to tell you who drink coffee every single day 3 times a day that you're not doing it properly. So first of all, the average, like the half time that takes caffeine to dissolve is 6 hours. So if you had 100 milligrams in 6 hours, you're gonna have 50. In 12 you're gonna have 25. In 18 you're gonna have 12.5, you know. So when you go back to sleep, you're gonna still have it in your blood and you're gonna be able to fall asleep. So don't drink it after 12 o'clock, you know, like don't, or at all. But if you have to do it, if you want to put in the fifth gear, you know, like I wake up in 5:30. I don't have time to lay in my bed for 2 hours because I'll lose my competitive edge. Like, why did I wake up so early? So like, yeah, I will use it to get some alertness until I figure something out. But how about you just drink 3 cups of coffee in the morning? You have the boost of creativity, adrenaline, dopamine, and everything for 2 or 3 hours. You put in the work you have to do for today. You have the essay to write in those 2 hours. I can tell you're gonna be like, you're gonna do it in those 2 hours. I don't care what everybody says. And then afterwards you can watch your fucking House of Cards or whatever. Okay? So yeah, like competitiveness, like try to find some person who's like your rival or whatever, like your best friend or the guy who teases you, or like the girl that look better than you, or like embarrassment, whatever works for you. Like when you see somebody on a treadmill running faster than you, you'll be like, oh, this was just my workout, and they increased the speed and ran faster than that guy. And I can tell you, you can run faster than that guy because he's not competitive, but you are. Just increase the speed. I don't care, like if he's only 11 and you're on 5, increase it to 11.1. Just by that, and you'll be like, you know what, I'm doing it, I'm better, I'm putting in the work, I'm gonna be the best. And then when you're best, it's just better. It's just better when you put in the work. You're just gonna feel awesome every single day. And that's what I have to say. And I hope you get more competitive and like put in the work. Just put in the work. That's all I have to say. And I see you tomorrow. Bye bye.